So today I want to talk about a social issue that I've been looking into and understanding why necessarily it's a social issue and things that can help actually prevent the social issue and make it better. Social issue I want to talk about is the actual college tuition and the student loan debt that they're currently in right now. As far as college tuition, I want to talk about necessarily why must it be so expensive, um, and the fact that if you lower the college tuition, how it will actually be a social issue that can help benefit not necessarily the people that's in college right now, people that already graduated, and also people like the young adults, the young students that's in high school right now, what their dream is to become a college graduate and become successful in their life. So today I want to talk about a few things that I learned, a few things I did a research about, and help others know that college tuition is very overpriced, and we need to find a way to decrease it and help necessarily students that wants to get a college education and want to be successful in life. So next, I want to talk about the actual need of people understanding that college tuition is a social issue because it doesn't necessarily affect the students that are in college, but it necessarily affects the that people that already graduated from college, and also affects the people that are currently trying to get their way into college, that's currently graduating from high school. A few months ago, I actually saw a tweet from Bernie Sanders stating that the college tuition debt right now, the college student loan debt right now is currently at $1.6 trillion. And that actually made me think that, dude, like, that's crazy amount of money. And if no one finds a way to fix it, that it will continue to increase each and every year. Also, what I found out, the average student debt as of right now is about $38,000 a student, with the minimum student debt being from $10,000 to $25,000 a semester or per student. I want to talk about Bernie Sanders necessarily attempting to pass a bill that would increase student study on work study programs, building federal programs for the lower class income, also putting more money into education, for housing, transportation, also helping buy books for students. I understand about the book buying because I remember plenty of times buying books. It's over $200 a semester, and necessarily not needing the book after the first couple of weeks, and I just spend X amount of dollars on a book that I'm not using, or necessarily using the book, and then the next semester there's just a new edition of the book which is more expensive than the first book. With the bill, it necessarily will give access for students that if they need the book, they don't have to pay out of pocket for the book. It's part of this college tuition program. Just imagine if the college tuition was actually lowered and decreased. It would actually help students that skipped the college route and went straight to the job world. It would actually encourage them to actually come back to college so they can and stay a whole 4 years to get a degree that they potentially wanted to receive, but didn't receive it because based off the amount of money they have to put into to go to college. And I totally agree with them. I know plenty of times where I just wanted to drop out of college, find another way to become successful. But I always have people behind me to encourage me to keep doing good, stay on that route. Because I understand college is not meant for everybody, but if it's affordable and it can actually change most people's lives. I did some research and I found out nearly 70% of students of America will go to a 4-year college, but only 2/3 will actually graduate with a degree. Just imagine if everything was changed and it was affordable. That 70% will probably increase to almost 100% of students that actually go to college. They will receive a degree. Also, over 2 million students will drop out of college before they receive their degree. like I said, that 2 million people, if they actually had a way to actually afford college and didn't have to worry about loans after they graduate, them 2 million would actually graduate, and it would just make the world better. Taking action to help young adults become successful starts with helping them afford a college education instead of them paying the extra amount of dollars to get in college. And then once they get out of college, they're in so much debt that necessarily going to college was pointless for them. Necessarily, you got to understand that some students, they can't afford it by living in a lower class, and by them going to college and getting a college education, getting a college diploma, actually helps benefit their family and helps put clothes on their back, food on their table for their family that they never had before. Like I said, changing the demographic of students who actually want to receive a college diploma without them having to take out X amount of dollars in student loans, paying 8% interest rate after they graduate. It could affect, it actually can help them. Like I said, it's a social issue, not just specific for people that's going and currently in college right now, more specific for people such as people that decided not to take the college route. It gives them access to come back to go to college, and help them necessarily have their dreams come true about getting a college diploma, and making somebody in their life proud of them. And then, like I said, also it helps the students that's in high school right now, by lowering the student loan debt, and lowering the college tuition. It actually encourages students that, hey, I got a way to become successful instead of leaving high school and finding odd jobs to become successful. That college diploma can actually does wonders for people. Like I said, most of the time, most colleges, most jobs, they say, hey, you gotta have this college diploma. You gotta have some type of college diploma to get a job here. And then necessarily, most people, they don't necessarily want to go to college because they got to pay X amount of dollars. With the college tuition being lowered and the student loan debt being lowered, it helps others want to go to college, become successful, and help the world better.